Hello, welcome back. Last time I had to acclimate to a higher than normal input density, and it was a little hard to do. So I have studied most of what is up ahead in this room, and I think I actually understand all of it now. There was this one mystery here, but I think the things that I said I needed to do there will actually just work. It's gonna be tough to... yeah, so there's a little bit of a mystery here. And this is... I'm not, like, super sure about it, but I think it's likely that I know what to do there. It's just gonna be a... open air, corner boost, plus moon boost, after throwing Theo. Like, that's so much to ask for, but... throwing him will pause me in the air for a moment, I think, right? And, let's see, if I'm going down... no, there's no pause from throw, only pick up. Never mind, that won't help. Anyway, I think I know what I need to do, so let's get to it. Alright, well, warming up. Okay, well at least I hit that with Theo first try, I just didn't do the dash afterward. Ah! Okay, that part's still really hard. Okay, right, so that's actually the first time I failed there by dropping instead of throwing. Well, that's only about the 200th time it failed there by dropping instead of throwing. Right, so I predicted that would be a problem, and it mostly hasn't been. I guess I haven't actually gotten to that spot all that many times. But yeah, so my fix for that is to think of steering up left instead of just left. And that usually solves the problem. Ah. Hup. There we go. Okay, I think I didn't slide for my ultra, but everything else went right there. Nice. 202. 203. Hey, here we go. That was tied for my old record. Okay, and it took me 7 minutes to get there today. Alright. I'm back in it. Too fast. Ah, I didn't throw. Nope. There we go. Yo, records. Alright. 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 12-minute mark at the moment, by the way. Okay, so I saw where things were. The downward mover was below me, like halfway down the pit below me. I needed to do a down dash to interrupt my left movement there. I would land on the thing, do an extended hyper. Theo is currently here. Okay, land on the thing. Alright, so hang on. So do everything automatic like you normally do it. Bounce on the thing. This wave dash was no problem, but the end of it was. So at the end of it, dash down. Land, extended, hyper. Is that taking me far enough? I have to assume it does. Dash up, grab, move into spring. This does the ding-dong, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the last... no, this one does. That's the last one. So that will be in the process of moving, sorta. Do the spring. Throw against the wall. Grab, throw right, reverse wave dash, and... I guess I can grab in that situation? Yeah, that'll give me about the right angle. Okay. Hopefully. Yeah, I should catch up with him. Catch him, spring on the thing. Right, I want to throw right prior to hitting this spring. Gonna need to learn where that is. It's like just right of the spring where I want to be to land him on the thing. Then I don't pick up. I spring, I hyper, wait, I do? Yeah, there's that extra crystal that I wonder about. If I'm holding a... Okay, so Theo's with me here. How far does... I need to see something that I haven't been paying attention to. I've been seeing it all the time, but... 210 or something. How far do I go on a springboard with a crystal in my hands? Ah, what? That is... Well, I need a ruler. Alright, clearly this object needs to just permanently live right next to my Celeste computer. So... at this zoom level, that's 13 centimeters. Okay, 13 centimeters at this zoom level. Before I stop horizontal motion. So this is slightly zoomed out, so let's say 12-ish. So if it's 12 centimeters or less between here and that, then I can just hold Theo. It's 16 at this zoom level. At the other zoom level, that's like 17 and a half or something, probably. So I would make it... So you see that small blue glowy crystal just left of the mover? I would make it around the, where the background behind that starts. Yeah, so from spring to edge of background that contains blue crystal is 12 centimeters here. Could I then... Okay, so how much height did I gain? I have 12 from here. Well, do I need to do it again? I'm just gonna kind of estimate. Well, now hang on. I know where I dash from. At the level of the spring, at this zoom level, that's about 18 centimeters. So at the level of the spring, 18 centimeters from here is past this. So if that spring doesn't put me in the spikes, which, eyeballing the height difference, let's see, this ceiling is about 7 up. This ceiling, where am I? Is about 6 up, 7 here. Okay, so same-ish ceiling, assuming I go right far enough, which I will. Okay, I know how far I go. 12 right, 7 up. So at the peak of my jump, I'll be... Yeah, so like where that little fern-looking thing is hanging down. Okay, so I'm updating my, my script in this spot. I don't want to throw here. I want to hold Theo, spring, gently drop him there, leave him, non-extended, hyper to the right, and that's what this crystal is for. That doesn't require me to do a wave dash. I can do it the simpler way. Have the dash up here, get the pink, fall down, get to about this horizontal position, dash right, dash left, reverse wave dash on that, do the miracle pickup in this spot. Do the even bigger miracle corner boost here. Have Theo in hand, throw him when I'm there. dash right, dash upright, throw at wall, dash up, grab, be done. Okay, that's not too implausible. I don't know where things are going to be sitting. Okay, so I did see where the horizontal mover was when I was coming down here. It was encroaching upon me. Yeah, I'm in a pretty serious race in this spot, but, I mean, that's just everywhere. Okay. Well, everything seems to add up. Just gotta do it. Ah, well. Ah. Oh. Almost. Ah! Whoops. What? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, I guess I gotta hyper a little later. Alright, well that's a record. I'm at 27 minutes at the moment. Feeling some heavy fatigue already, like to the point where... Well, let's not talk about that yet. Ah! Oh, okay. With a better Ultra that would have been fine. No. Nope. There we go. Alright, so the key to that is to be higher. Like, I have to go... Oh, I did it again. Okay, so I just need to drill this into my head. The reason why this part here is such a consistent problem for me is always because I'm going too fast. I need to judge the height of this thing and make sure it's nice and high before I jump on it. The place to get the hang time is way up high before I start the wave dash. Like, don't start it on the way up. Reach the peak of your dash, fall down a little bit, then do the reverse wave dash that precedes the Ultra. Also, don't be in a hurry for the rest. Like, I'm never ever too late for that anymore. I'm always just too early. And when it goes well, it's when I get there later. So just be sure you get hang time there. That is what I need to focus on. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, so that's what too slow looks like, but okay. Medium slow, medium slow. There we go, that was a perfect medium slow. Not quite, but close. A lot better than average. Medium slow, medium slow, medium slow. That was more like slow slow. Okay, I think this was actually my primary problem here. I had an issue in a place I wasn't really looking at. Okay, yeah, that was the morale killer. So what I was gonna say earlier, feeling some very hefty fatigue here, and I'm thinking about this, how, like, in a hard puzzle game, when I'm stuck on one room for a really long time, often I'll go sample some other puzzles and, like, give myself a break to just do other things when there's one really stubborn one that takes forever. So I'm starting to think maybe that's a thing to be doing here in this game too. There are several other Red Grandmasters I could be looking at, and at least making progress through a level that is not, once again, long sequence of mover races. Like, we just had an entire very long level of those. And now we're in another one. I'm too fast. Gotta get hang time. So, I don't know, I'm gonna see how I feel at the end of the session, which might be soon because, again, I'm feeling heavy fatigue from what's happening here. Oh! Oh! Second wind. Oh! Okay, unsurprisingly, I didn't have any reflexes for what to do there. Because that's an unusual gesture. So immediately after I need to throw right, then wave dash. It's not like a hard thing to do, it's just a hard thing to remember to do. So, new record by a lot. Medium slow, medium slow. Okay, I think that was actually very slightly too slow. Alright, so I'm learning a new timing there, and it is helping things. But every time I'm able to get through this situation, it is pretty invigorating. If that could just happen more often, then I wouldn't have a problem here. 215 or something. And that's the one that saps my energy. So yeah, 2 morale killers. Going too... what the? Going too fast up that shaft, and dropping Theo here. Avoiding dropping Theo there is a lot easier than going at exactly the right speed up the shaft. I don't have any good reference points. Oh, right. And then I gotta not get my directions mixed up. Anyway. Okay. Ah! Way too fast. Too fast. Slow down. No, but if I mean, I need to not miss that wave dash. Well, at least I do sort of have the means to gauge and adjust now. Now that I kind of know what it looks like when that's in a good place. Still gotta do the follow-up, but at least that was a little lower than I like it. Okay, I'm learning. Things are happening. Some of the things that are happening are good, not that one. Slow, slow. That was too slow. Can't get any extra hang time after the wave dash is started. That's too late. It has to be before. Oops. No. Well, that's not good enough. Did that do it? I'm not sure where I threw him. No. Well, almost. Nope. Oh. No. You know, that climb is hard enough without this inscrutable timing requirement that I also have to somehow meet. Like, I'm constantly bonking my head on things I have to be wall bouncing on. Or not making it high enough for the wave dash at the top. And like, just addressing those problems takes enough concentration on its own, but then just like, what is... Oh. Could this perhaps be the last room in the level? I think my experience here in this level would actually be improved by a progress meter. But since the level itself doesn't give me one, I will not accept any other form of information of telling me how far I am through the level. I, however, do have the means to say I'm 100% through the level and just leave and not come back to it. And like, I'm just about fed up enough to start considering things like that. Just, like I said, the absolute morale killer of that climb... Okay, yeah, so I'll be too high to land the reverse super in that spot, or too low to even aim for it, etc. Never mind, I have it... that wasn't a good run for... That was like the most in-between one that I've had. I've never been that close without actually making it. I'm aware that the quality of my grounded Ultra prior to the actual Ultra does affect how the actual Ultra goes. I just feel like there are too many variables changing in a way that I have too little control over for me to do anything about it. Oh, that could have been good if I had dashed a little earlier. I can't judge when that is, I'm just kind of... If that problem would just, like, 100% stop happening, like if it... That 230th time or whatever it is was the last ever... then that would greatly improve my experience today. Yeah, see, that was way too fast. And like, I wasn't even going that fast that I noticed. Right, I will deliberately slow down a lot. See, that almost worked, I just didn't dash early enough, I guess. The problem with dashing earlier is it's gonna have... going to have crosstalk with my throat action. Every time that happens, it's like sticking a knife into me. Okay, everything went right there. There we go. Well, that happened though, but I don't mind that one so much. It's just so rare that I get a chance to even try that. Another knife has stabbed me. I sure am tired of that. Slow, slow, slow. But if I go slow and take too much hang time, then I'm just not high enough for the wave dash. I'm annoyed. I am annoyed by this knife that keeps just impaling me right here. And if it's not that, then it's this climb going wrong in a way that I just don't have the means to do anything about. I'm at 56 minutes now. I'll play until an hour. But that's when I'm stopping. The room better be done by then. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, it would be nice if this room was over, rather than, hey, this room is cool, I want to play it some more. And at the point where, boy, I would love it if this was the last room in the level, so I didn't have to play it anymore. All of this is no one's fault. It is a situation that has happened due to a combination of factors. The level is cool, but it's just, I'm having trouble experiencing it that way right now, due to circumstances. And when I think I'm going at a good speed, that happens. I hit that top spike, because I'm just a little bit too slow. And if I would... Oh, that knife. It hurts so much. Like, remembering to spend 100% of my concentration points in that spot every single time just is not going to happen. So I'm gonna keep getting stabbed by the knife. Until the room just goes away and it's in my rearview mirror. Could that be right now? No, because In the act of going slow, I ended up going too slowly. Because I can't judge! Ow! I cannot judge. What's where in a way that lets me actually do anything about it. 59, is that? Couple of more seconds of misery. That one happens occasionally, not often enough for it to bother me. It's much rarer. But the common one. Oh. I'm bleeding to death from all these stab wounds. Not to mention what's happening in Madeline. Ah, okay, so that happened twice in not too much time. 59.50. Okay, so suddenly that has become a problem. 59.55 or something. 59.59, I think that is. It's not, I'm misreading. The text is extremely small and not at a place where I can see the numbers clearly. Alright. Well. Okay, well, you know what? I'm still not actually at an hour. I must have misread an 8 as a 9. Well, none of that was any good. What is the point of going to some arbitrary time marker? There isn't one. The only point is because I said I would, and I don't want to change my mind that arbitrarily. Alright. There's the hour mark. Okay. Yep. Yep. I have nothing more to say.